Good morning. Welcome to the show. We are on episode 7, I believe. I think we're on episode 7 anyways. Thank you everybody for joining me once again today. Sorry we're a day late. I had my son had a doctor's appointment and a dentist appointment yesterday, so it was a full day in my household. So I apologize for the delay. But here we are. Hopefully everybody's Monday went well, pulling for Odell. And some of the other great cards that came out yesterday, and we're going to talk a little bit about not the cards specifically, but how you can, as a either no money spent or a guy who's not spending a whole lot of money on MUT, can profit from these packs and these cards promos, and I'll get into a little bit more of that later. But for now, I was asked a couple questions on the subreddit regarding what to expect with promos coming out. Now, this is a double-edged conversation, so I want you guys to all take out of it what you will. There's a few things that happen during new promotions. Obviously, we get new packs, new players, stuff like that. That's obvious, but there's other things that happen too. The cards that are currently in the game, you'll see a dip. And it's just a continual cycle throughout the course of MUT. When we have team heroes or 85, 86 left ends, whatever the case may be, as the year goes on and progresses, we're going to get different cards that are going to come out. I believe last year I'm sorry, I'm jumping. I'm going to jump past the BCA promotion, talking about it since we're already through it almost. The offense the defense set was out. The offensive set is still out now, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. And the reason I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on it is, first of all, for us no money spent guys, it takes actual points to buy the packs. So, yes, you can go ahead and snipe the auction house just like you would any other promotion, but it's a good cause, and I'm not downplaying that fact at all. It's just that I don't think it's as important as moving forward. It's a shorter promotion. It's more compact into the time period and the amount of bundles and cards that you have to deal with. So going forward, the next promotion we should see, if it's based on the past years, we're going to see Most Feared. I'm guessing if all follows true, we should see, we're in the second week of October now, we should see Most Feared maybe this weekend. I have no confirmation on that. I'm just giving you guys what you should expect. Now, what you guys should expect, outside of the actual cards coming out, how it's going to affect you as an auction house sniper or a flipper or an investor, how you want to look at it. Last year, I want to say like the normal cards, the normal elites out of the Most Feared set were 86s and 87s, in that ballpark. Maybe there were some 85s, but I think they were 86s and 87s when Most Feared came out. And if you're wondering what Most Feared is, it's obviously the Halloween promotion, but on Halloween weekend, usually, the cards will enrage for that weekend and become 99s. So, or last year they morphed and like Gronk turned into like 7'7". I don't know. It was crazy. It was a tough weekend to be on head to head. But anyways, that's what you can expect. So these cards, albeit in their we'll call them the base form. The base form are decent cards, but the promo in itself, it's not something I would go crazy about. And as far as investing in buying cars and buying elites, because those cars are pretty much only good for the weekend. So that's something to definitely look at moving forward. But I'm just trying to give you guys as much information as I can give you without, I don't have the actual numbers or stats as far as what's going to come out. So I'm just trying to give you guys something to look forward to. But going back to how that's going to affect you as a buyer, as a seller, that's going to really, really reduce the value of these 85, 84 85, I think they started at 85, 86 elite cards that are out now. The base elites, the team of the weeks. We're gonna see a little bit of we should see a decline in their price. So if you are trying to snipe those cards, I think Des Bryant right now is like around 22, 21K on Xbox One. He may slip to 16, 17. So if you want to add them to your team, or you're just looking to buy and flip, just be really careful, because these prices, these base cards especially, are definitely going down. The next thing somebody wanted me to talk about was possible investments. Now, here's the thing. You guys know I've talked about before. I'm not a huge investor. I'm more of a buy and flip. Team of the Week packs are your best chance for investments, in my opinion, right now in this this spot in the game. The path we're on right now with Team of the Week packs, pretty much coming out every Monday, it allows you to buy a lot of these gold elite cards for pretty cheap. Hang on to them until after the packs are gone, turn back around, and heck, even if you only make 5-10K per card, if you bought 20 cards, you're doing okay as far as your profit goes. So just kind of keep that in mind as far as and then the same thing goes for any promo. Any promos out, you guys should be looking at what packs are out and looking at what is included in the topper or the packs, and really be sniping that. And I know I've said it before, but the other thing that I call it misdirection is when you have everybody, we'll say huddled into the corner of Legends, or huddled into the corner of Team of the Week. If you're able to go outside of that bubble and look at Football Outsiders or flashbacks or whatever else, yeah, you might miss some of the snipes in the Legends or the Team League, whatever just happens to be out for that specific bundle. But you're also going to be able to get snipes that there's not as much competition for. So that's something to keep in mind. How do you decide what's a good investment? Now, that's a good question. There's a couple of things that go into investing. The first thing is the card worth having on a lineup? For me, and I told you guys last week, it was John Kuhn. I've still been buying John Kuhn. I'll tell you straight up, I'm still buying John Kuhn's at like 4 or 5K. When Team of the Week packs are gone, he's going to go back up in price. And there's a reason why. First of all, he's an 81 fullback. Pretty solid fullback, good blocking stats. Second of all, now that they've actually made Chem mean something, that card is one of only 3 fullbacks, I believe. Non-elite fullbacks, that is, that has the power run Chem. So people trying to get to tier 2 of power run, it's a really decent card. Why are you going to spend ridiculous amounts on an elite fullback when you can buy John Kuhn for 12 or 13K when he's out of packs? So that's something that I'm taking advantage of, and I think you guys should too. He consistently has been up at 4, 5, 6K, and I'm telling you right now, at that price, you can make a profit on him if you hold until he's out of packs. But outside of John Kuhn, how else do you decide what a good investment is? Well, you have to look at the players that are comparable to that player. Me and a couple guys on the Slack were talking this morning, and I'm going to shout him out, CMA Dog, I don't know what exactly he goes by, but he was talking about BCA Greg Olsen. And if you look at his stats compared to Kelsey, and I want to say Team of the Week Jimmy Graham, they're fairly close. And Kelsey and Graham are both in the 70 to 75K range. Graham might be even in the 80s. But anyways, my point is, Greg Olsen, because he was impact, these solos he didn't pull from, he's down to around a 55K, somewhere in that ballpark. So there's room for growth there. And I know I'm not going to give out too many other players, but it's just something to look at. So look at these players, elite, gold, whatever you're looking at, and say, how do they match up and how do they rank up with all these other cards that are on the market right now? How does Hunter Henry look against an elite tight end? Or even a normal gold 84 tight end? How does Hunter Henry look? Is he worth a 10K, a 12K buy and hang on to? I mean, right now he's selling for 20K. And I think it's just mostly because people are doing the upgrade set. But after that, you have to decide if there's going to be value in that. I'm going to cover one more thing and I'm going to get going for the day, guys. I'm already hitting my 10-minute mark, and I know you guys have kind of told me that's a good talking point. Grinding the auction house versus solos. A lot of people bust me up, and other people, I don't have time to work the auction house. I wish I had no job, blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the other thing. People will easily spend 3 to 4 hours grinding solos. And I'm telling you right now, unless you're going for Mutt Master, I'm still making, and the average sniper is making more coins than you in 4 hours of work on the auction house than what you are playing solos. I know I'm not getting the packs for free. Like, take that out of it, because chances are, I mean, I know people pull stuff from the packs, but most often than not, you're not going to get anything from the packs. But, you know, my solo time is grinding the auction house. And like this morning, in a 20-minute span, I got 4 Hunter Henrys under 6.5K a piece. And this is 20 minutes of time. I sold them all for 20K. So that return of time versus investment, like what I'm making back on it, it far blows away what you can make during solos, in my opinion. Like I said, unless you get super lucky and you do a couple solos and you pull 48-hour Odell. But that's just a couple of thoughts I have for today. Like I said, I don't have too much, but if there's anything you guys want to know, feel free to hit me up. I'm always open to questions, concerns, comments. If there's anything you guys can think that can make this better for you, let me know, and I'll also try that too. So thanks for watching. I hope today was a little bit more together and organized. If you guys want to add anything or think I could do something better, you know, I'm open for criticism. Just don't be too much of a dick about it. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.